Hello, welcome to the show. I'm so glad that you're here. You are just going to love my next featured guest author. Her name is Dr. Maya Mitra Das, and Dr. Maya has come from India in 1973. She's done extensive work in the medical field. She's traveled the world as a delegate with the Global Peace Initiative to Egypt and Jordan and Baltic states. She's a classical musician, a poet, a writer, and what the book is about, a very deep love of India. Her book is called Silhouettes of Time, Short Stories. Hello, Dr. Maya. Welcome.
I'm happy to be in your show. I'm so glad to meet you. And you're wonderful, I heard. And I saw other people you're interviewing, and it was very wonderful to be with you.
Well, you're very kind. We're excited to dive into your book. Let's talk about Silhouettes of Time. What is the overall message of the book, Doctor?
My overall message is that I wanted to tell that I have something to tell. That's why I write. And these stories are based on my family, true historical facts of my family who suffered and struggled for the independence of India.
Oh.
And that is my great grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother. Also, my mother also served and also was in the struggle. And she was with Mahatma Gandhi during the communal riot between the Hindus and Muslims. She went there to, with Mahatma Gandhi in the peace camp to improve the situation. And her duty was to, just free those young girls who was abducted from, their parents, and their parents were murdered and then abducted. And she just risked her life to, get them, out of that situation. So these are my stories.
Wow.
It's based on the true fact. The stories which I heard when I was very young from my mother, my grandmother, my great grandmother. So I just wanted to tell these stories to the people. They will understand or know the past history of India. Not only that, they will get an example of and get inspiration from the stories that how these people, just got what they want with their determination, courage, and their struggle, that will future generations also gets inspiration and example for them. And also I will take them to some exotic alien places they never visited with the description, and they will be in a different kind of time, space, and moments which they will experience through my writing. And there is another thing I want to tell, how these stories came out from me. These stories I heard was inside me, frozen. But then I went to attend and auditing a class with the graduate students of music in a nearby university, and the professor was teaching Chopin's ballad. And then the whole class was overwhelmed with the emotion, how he taught. And then he said, okay, go and write a story for me. So one of the story which I heard from my mother came out, in a short form. And when he read the story, he was so excited. He was looking, the musical notes and sentences, through my writing. So that gave me such an inspiration. I cannot tell you, and it made me very happy. I didn't know that he will be so interested and so happy with my story. So that is one of the, process which my story came out.
Dr. Maya, it's a book that shares the history with so much agony and pain, yet there's so much hope. That's really what the book is about, isn't it?
Yes, yes. There's too much hope. And at the end, they got what they wanted. They wanted India to be free. And then, though my mom went for the peace camp, didn't want the country to be divided, but there was peace after all with the divided country. Anyway, she got whatever she wanted to do. She used to carry a cyanide inside her, that if something happened, she will
Oh,
swallow the cyanide instead of
oh,
giving up to the people.
that is a very profound story. Dr. Maya, why don't you give us a short excerpt to share with us?
Sure, I will do. Okay. The British India. Clothes from Manchester Mill in England overflowed the market in India, threatening the value of Indian goods which were banned. Great grandmother took a huge risk leading the charge of women in the procession at the town square to burn the imported clothes from Manchester. They came to the town square and started burning the clothes. British police randomly charged them with their batons. Mounted police tried to disperse them. One by one, women fell on the ground and their blood stained the road. Rama fell on the ground holding her national flag. She shouted, despite her agony, British, quit India, Bande Mataram, means glory to our mother. All the women shouted, Bande Mataram.
It's very powerful. Dr. Maya, what do you want people to understand and feel after they read this book?
I wanted them to feel, to go back there and feel about this courage of this woman and all the women in the India. I'm telling you one particular family story, but there are so many thousands of family, like my mother, my grandmother, my great grandmother. They have suffered. Their story is not been the people don't know. So I am the one who are telling the story to let them know these are the background which we came from, and they have suffered and struggled for what they wanted, their idealism, and how they showed their courage to free India. So I want them to feel it. And they suffered because the rulers they've given them all the troubles forced on them because they were rebellious. That's why.
Dr. Maya, where is the book available?
It's available in Amazon and also my website, and also personal. Anybody can come, ask me.
Sure.
So.
Dr. Maya, you are such a gift. Thank you for sharing these stories, for taking time to write down history, specifically for your family and the sacrifices they made. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to talk to you. And at last, with all this, trouble, we got to see each other and talk.
Yes. Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you.